What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Karmo, and if you're new, hi honey, how are you, and welcome to the channel. Anyways y'all, as you can see by the title, today is one of our girly chit chats, and today basically we're gonna be talking about toxic friendships and toxic relationships, and you know, red flags and how to point them out early, and whether or not you want to like stay in that situation. But before we get into it, you guys, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Like, how crazy is that? Please help me get there, as in like yesterday, guys, yesterday, eh? So basically I would like for you guys to like comment down below also what you see me as red flags if I don't like mention it in the video, because I did not make notes. I'm just gonna be, you know, rambling and scrambling. We're just gonna hop into the video and we're gonna talk about toxic relationships. Now I think I've been in like a good amount of relationships to know whenever a relationship is toxic. I've been around friends or people who are going through or had gone through a toxic relationship and how they handled it, and the signs were there, but obviously we all choose to ignore the signs. Okay, first thing is, guys, if the guy does not believe in like sitting down and talking about stuff, sitting down and communicating about feelings and emotions, or maybe a certain scenario that happened and you like didn't like how it played out and you try to voice it out and he's just not having it, he's just like, he's too manly to be talking about his emotions, or he's just not the type who understands that, you know, it's good to sit down and have conversations about emotions, like that's really toxic, because then you're gonna have like all these emotions bottled up. You're gonna have so many emotions that you want to like speak upon, or you want to like, you know, tell the person this, you didn't like this and this and this and this, and you're going to end up resenting your partner. You're going to end up like just not liking this space. Like, he's gonna like easily irritate you or annoy you. Like, his presence is really gonna annoy you, and believe it or not, you can't like keep ignoring it. Like, you might be like in the moment you're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna ignore these feelings and I'm just gonna move on, but as time goes by it's gonna be really hard for you to like move on from the fact that every single time something happens your partner doesn't want to talk about it. The thing is, you won't even know how he feels. Like, you might do or say something and you're thinking twice about it, but he's not even like helping you with that. He's not going to tell you that he feels good about it or he feels bad about it, so you're never going to know whether you're doing it right or wrong. So that's when a lot of girls start like doing it too much. That's when a lot of girls start putting in more than they should when the guy's not reciprocating, which leads to my second point. If you're giving the guy and he's not reciprocating whatever you're giving, maybe that's toxic. That's toxic, babe, because it's like the moment you show a guy how much you care, and there's a difference between acting like his wife when you're just his girlfriend and actually showing him that you care by, you know, like acts of service or like getting him something. It's basically you showing him that, you know, you want to take care of him, you like care for him, and you care about his well-being and his health and, you know, all of that. And he's not giving it back. Like, he doesn't get you gifts, or he doesn't like let you know at that moment that he loves you, or he doesn't show you that, you know, he cares about you, and he expects you every single time to be the one who, you know, does things, be the one who always just is on top of things. That is not reciprocation. That is just manipulation, and a lot of girls fall for it because, you know, boys are actually, a lot of boys are like really good like smooth talkers, like, and they will manipulate you. Like, boys are really good at manipulation, and you will believe them. And especially if like you're really into the guy, like if you're like super into the guy, then it's obviously you're not even gonna see the red flag. So basically, guys, reciprocation is a big thing on your side as well, because you don't want to be a toxic girlfriend where he's buying you stuff, he's always planning dates, he's taking you out, you know, he's spoiling you, but you can't, you know, out of all of that, you can't like take a day where you're the one who's like getting him something, or you're the one who's like, you know what, I planned this little date for us, let's go there. It can't always be the guy who's putting in the effort. I feel like the lady also has to put in the effort too. That way the relationship can like basically work, especially if like your relationship is at a point where like, you know, you're safe and you're comfortable. Then it's gonna be easy for you to like, you know, be able to get him stuff and all of that. And like, one thing I know for sure is that girls have money. Like, I'm not and like, girls literally have money. And if a girl really likes you, like if a girl really genuinely likes you, and they feel safe around you, and they know that you're not gonna like play with them or play with their emotions, girls will literally spoil you so much. My third point is basically, it involves couples that are sexually active with one another. I think if your partner, even if you're not basically sexually active, but whenever you speak with your partner and all he talks about is sexual stuff, and like his jokes and comments and whatnot are always sexual, that to me is like a big red flag, and that could like be like too super toxic, because it could make you really uncomfortable. I know for one that I would be very uncomfortable if every single time we're having a conversation you have to bring up sexual comments and all of that. I feel like that's also just kind of creepy. There's a time and place where you guys obviously are in that vibe or in that mood where you guys are talking about, you know, all of the nasty stuff. But if he can't sit down and have a decent communication, a decent conversation about the weather or like his day and stuff, and all he wants to talk about is like these little sexual stuff, baby, there is not okay. There is not okay. That just, it does turn creepy at a point, and you won't be able to. Brings me to my fifth point. I feel like a guy, if you're in a relationship and he does not respect your boundaries, guys, please do not believe that when you're in a relationship you're not supposed to have any boundaries. You should place boundaries, just so you know, just so he knows as well that he must not reach that point where you're just like, you know what, nigga, no, you know. I feel like it's very like important for both parties of the relationship to have boundaries, like sit down and talk with, you know what, regarding everything, regarding like how you guys communicate about stuff. If you're sharing finances, what are you comfortable doing, you know, what are your boundaries in the bedroom, all of that. I feel like if he does not respect or believe in boundaries, then that could turn to something really toxic, guys. Like, if you tell him, for example, that, you know, what can I say in an example? Let's say you and your partner are actually sexually active, and you know, obviously you guys do it and stuff. But if you do tell him, for example, that, you know what, I'm not comfortable with going down on you, like that's something that I'm not really comfortable doing, and he gets mad about that the entire time, and he's just like, no, it's fun, or do this, blah blah blah. I feel like if you can't understand that, you know, that's like your limits. Like, you can do everything, but you can't be that girl who's, you know, like just licking stuff, you know. Those are the type of boundaries, like, for example. So I think if he does not know how to respect your boundaries, also you, like, if you're not able to respect your boundaries, because there are some guys who do not want to explore certain stuff sexually, but you're used to that, so you want him to do it, that is a boundary for him as well. And if you like step over his boundary, then you're being a toxic girlfriend as well. So yeah, I feel like in the relationship you guys both need to like speak about them, and if there's any boundaries that you're willing to compromise, do that. So the next one is definitely that compromise. A lot of relationships, trust me, a lot of relationships are about compromise to a certain point, you know. I feel like if you can't or he can't like basically compromise a certain thing in order to aid the comfortability and the success of the relationship, then that's gonna end up toxic. If you guys are both just like, oh no, I won't compromise that, I've been living like that my whole life, so that's just not, you know, that's just not it. So yeah, guys, I feel like if you guys are not willing to compromise with emotions, with basic things, then it is gonna be kind of rocky because you guys are gonna clash the entire time. I think that another toxic thing is if your partner either like your partner wants to like choose friends for you. That's really, really toxic. It's like you could be like, oh babe, I'm going out with the girls, so and so is gonna be there, and he's like, oh no, I don't want you hanging around with this and this and this and this. That is very toxic, sir, because why are you telling me who and who not to hang out with? Like, excuse me, it's my friends, not yours. I feel like your partner anyways, whether it be a girlfriend or boyfriend, you guys should not be able to tell your partner who and who not to be friends with. You know, you can't decide that, because at the end of the day, you just came into his life or her life, and this person or this friend who you happen to not like has been around longer than you have. And obviously you're not supposed to understand your friends' friends. You're not supposed to be, I mean, your boyfriend or your partner's friends, you're not supposed to be friends with them. So there's not even a need for you to understand them. Just respect the fact that it's their friend. Obviously when they're around, you have to, like, you know, act cool, greet or whatever if you guys are like having a conversation, take part in, but you don't necessarily have to understand them because you guys are not friends. That's very toxic, guys. Do not be friends with your partner's friends. Like, it may seem cool and stuff, but I feel like that's just another boundary that you have to respect, that my friends are my friends and my boyfriend's friends are his friends. I should not now be having my boyfriend's friends' numbers and I'm talking to them constantly on WhatsApp and all of that. No, I shouldn't have. I personally, I wouldn't want to have my boyfriend's friends contact on my phone. Like, what am I gonna talk? Like, what am I gonna say to them? You know, that type of thing. So don't choose friends for your partner. And another thing is, you must not you must not like judge your partner's friends, because these are the people like they grew up with, or the people that they hang around. Obviously it's the people that, you know, they're comfortable with. So I feel like you should respect that, because if you start like getting into the habit where you're like choosing them, you're gonna end up with no friends because your partner doesn't like this friend. Every time you're with this friend, he's like, you should stop being friends with this one, stop being friends with this one. At a point, and like, you know, you're just succumbing to whatever the boyfriend's saying. Very toxic. I will not advise. I'm sorry. Like, at me with that one. I don't care. We have reached the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've watched this far, thank you very much. I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Road to 1K subbies, y'all. Please help me get there. Turn on your post notification bell so you can get notified anytime I post a new video. Bye guys.